how I am dating and running an agency full-time, and how not to die doing it. This is Angel Martin Cordova. I'm an agency owner of 28 years old, and I'm going to share you some secret tips that will help you, a young man, achieve what anyone in the world would want. Success in love, in life, and also designing the life that you want for your dreams. So I'm going to start with a disclaimer. This is not how you should live your life, but I'm just sharing my secrets and what I am currently doing to live the life of my dreams. And it's important that you take this from a grain of salt, because I'm just a random person on the internet who's achieved a couple of cool things, but it's not the most wise person there is yet. To get just started, we have to understand, again, what do you want in life? You always start with that. Do you want a life of running a business, traveling the world, having relationship that you go and commit yourself to? Do you want to have a powerful body? Do you want to be able to fight? Do you want to be able to create really wonderful experiences with the people that love you? Yes or no? And that is gonna determine whether or not you want to go down this path. Because if you don't envision this, I might as well tell you to pause the video and stop watching it right now, because the things that I'm going to share will require commitment. They will require discipline, and they will require your involvement, and you will go all in on life, okay? So the first and most important thing to run a business, run your life, you run your relationship, is filling your own cup first. What does that mean? Is having enough rest, working out in your body, knowing what to eat and when to eat it, and also having vast amount of self-control. In this world, everything is pulling you to all directions. So whether it's my relationship, whether it's my job, whether it is your business, anything is pulling you outside of your own center and your own self. And if you don't know how to react and self-nourish yourself, you're always going to go to give to everyone, but you're going to build resentment because you're not investing in yourself. You're not filling your own cup first. If I'm not able to fill my own cup first, I cannot help anyone at all. It's super important that you pay attention to this, because when you're feeling down, when you're not operating at 100%, you cannot deliver at 100%, and you enter a phase called the fuck it tumble. What is the fuck it tumble? For men, this is something that will destroy your life, because it's something that goes lower and lower and lower and deeper. So imagine a snowball, right? It starts small, but then it goes big, and it becomes an avalanche of bad things happening to you. So again, if you don't sleep properly, then you have more cravings, and then you eat more. But if you eat more, you feel like shit, so you don't perform well at work. If you don't perform well at work, you'll probably get fired, or you won't get the bonus that you were aiming for. If you don't get the bonus that you were aiming for, then you don't do the vacation that you wanted and promised to your girlfriend. If you don't do the vacation, the promise that you said to your girlfriend, because you've never covered and given your word and actually stood with your word, she actually dumps you. So because she dumps you, then you start drinking again. Because you start drinking again, then you go into a fight in a bar. Because you go into a fight in a bar, you end up in jail. So do you see how from not sleeping correctly to going to jail, there's 100 different fuck it tumble and pieces that allow you to go down the path of death. Every single action that you're doing is either giving you closer to the fuck it tumble or further away from the fuck it tumble. So as soon as you feel yourself doing one of those mistakes, doing one of those errors, just pick yourself back again, breathe, and say, okay, this is not me, this is not who am I supposed to be, and I'm going to change this and choose something different. The most important lesson that you're gonna learn from this video is that you can actually choose what you do. Okay, so self-responsibility and understanding discipline, impulse control, and nourishing yourself. So that's the first step. Then the second step is actually, now that you know what are the things that you should not do and you know how to resource yourself, now you have to bridge the gap between actually how do you have your plans in your mind or in your visions, and how do you translate them not only to yourself and to understand it, but to other people. Because the most successful people are the people who are able to transfer their vision into many people. If I have a business, I'm constantly sharing the vision to more than 10, 15 people at a time and telling them, hey, this is the mission, this is where I'm going, this is where we are going together, let's make this happen. Okay? By me articulating my vision and learning more about the secret word, which is communication, are you able to articulate your vision to the world? I'm right now practicing how to communicate and share my vision to the world by creating this video, because again, I'm articulating my thoughts and pushing them into reality, because creating more of these videos are the steps that I'm trying to make to push it down the path of creating the vision of my life, because I want to be a creator. I want to be someone that shares their message to the world, and many people are inspired and pursue their own dreams because of it. That's the next step. It's learning communication. Can you practice reading? Those are things that are going to help you actually articulate more and understand better the ideas, because there's frameworks of communication. There's ways to intonate, there's ways to speak, there's ways to actually gather attention for people. So if you practice consistently communication, you're gonna get better at it. And the higher your communication, as I said it in another video, is your higher level of income will relate and correlate directly to your level of communication. If you're able to communicate your goals and your dreams, it's gonna be easier for you to actually reach the things that you want. And that I constantly have to communicate with my girlfriend, I constantly have to communicate with my team, I constantly have to communicate with my clients. So again, it's always communication. The number one thing that I always do every single week, no missed steps, is actually scheduling. Okay, I have a video here of how to schedule all your week, because it's one of the most important things in your life. Because again, you can have your vision, you can communicate your vision, but if you're not actually putting the actions and the steps in order to achieve your vision, you're never going to do it. And I'm going to tell you something wonderful. You are creating your life every time that you create your schedule, because you are choosing what to put in your calendar. If you're not choosing what you're going to put in your calendar, someone else is going to do it for you. Because all the problems outside of the world are going to happen, right? There's going to be businesses breaking, there's gonna be troubles, there's gonna be family wanting your attention. Everyone's looking for your attention. But if it's not in the calendar, it's not happening. And that's why it's super, super important to create that calendar before it actually happens, because that allows you to really have control and be able to really create all the things that you want in life. I'm able to work out, I'm able to spend time with my girlfriend, I'm able to run my business, I'm able to record content like this because I'm scheduling in my calendar and I'm controlling my life. If I'm controlling this week and then the next week and then the next week, I'm creating the life of my dreams. So I can't complain because I know that I'm choosing this. I can't complain because I know that this is part of my business. So that's the third step. Again, filling your own cup, learning communication, scheduling stuff. And the final thing, the most essential concept of life is, again, this is a game. This is all my choosing, because I know that this is my choosing, but this is all a game. So I know that I can keep practicing as long as that I'm alive. So there's days where I don't feel so good in the morning or in the afternoon. But I know, and I say to myself, okay, this is a game, this is part of it. This is a challenge that is going to be part of it. So I reshape my thinking, and now I understand, okay, this is part of the process. I'm going to get better, I'm going to get smarter, and I'm going to level up from this. Those are the 4 key takeaways. Again, filling your cup, learning communication, scheduling, and understanding that this is a game. And with that, I'm able to run my business. I've generated over $180,000 in this year, which is fucking amazing. And it's only September. We're gonna cross the $200,000 mark by the end of the year. And I trust and I know that it's just going to keep going and keep getting better because I'm choosing what I want with my life. So if you want to grow your life, make sure that you save this video. Make sure that you share with someone else who you think this might be beneficial. And again, I want to remind you, Your life is your responsibility, and you are constantly creating your life. Let this be a powerful reminder of it. With that said, make sure that you subscribe, and if you want to grow your online presence, make sure that you book a call with us. We'd be happy to support you. Until next time, namaste.